What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're doing an open lobby. I think I did this like a month ago, but at the time of recording this, or the time this video goes out, I literally did this like 2 or 3 months ago. Basically what we're doing is we're driving online, but we have 2017 performance, so Mercedes obviously fastest car, Sauber is the slowest, but what we're doing is a reverse grid, so it's kind of like a handicap race. I think I'm personally in the Ferrari, so I'm going to be in one of the faster cars, starting at the back, and we have quite a few league races in this. We have some from my, AOR series. You've got people from like AOR Split 1, like, I was going to say TRL Limitless, it's Veloce Limitless now. So there's a good mix of people in here. Should be a really fun, hopefully enjoyable and clean race. I think it's going to be around the Bahrain Grand Prix, so it should be a bit of fun. But before we get into it, I want to do more open lobbies, especially on the build-up to F1 2018 comes out, and I want to get like your feedback, because I want to do some streaming. I want to do more open lobbies. I just want to do more in general, because that's something I feel like I've been lacking as of late. So I'm weighing up my options, and I don't know whether to do these live streams on YouTube, like on my channel as you see it, or whether I should do it on Twitch. There are like positives and negatives to both. I just want to have your input, and I think I might leave like a poll in the video somewhere. If not, it'll be a straw poll or something like that. So please vote. I'd much appreciate that going forward, because yeah, this is the reason why I want to do it. I want to give you guys entertainment, and I want it to be really, really awesome. So let's get stuck into it. Bahrain Grand Prix, I think it's a 5-lap race. And if you want to see more of this stuff in the future, let me know. I think I might possibly do this again, maybe in a slower car. We could do longer races to get more of a result and more battling, because 5 laps, there is a lot of pressure on everyone to get through the field quickly, but it also gives the people at the front who might be a little bit slower a chance to actually finish the race. So it could go either way. We could get caught up in some massive accidents. We could slide through the field really quickly and win the race easily. We just don't know. So here we go. Ready for the Bahrain Grand Prix. 20th place on the grid. Got DRC Jared right in front of me. 5 red lights. And away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. I just want to get off to a nice clean start. I don't want to get tangled up in any incidents. So we've got a fast car. Let's not get tangled up in any incidents. I believe damage is on, so we will need to proceed with caution. Just letting everyone go through there. Almost ran into my teammate there, Junior Fast Boy. But we move up just one singular place off of the first corner, which is, not great, but we're going to be looking to continue to cut our way through the field. Around the outside of a couple of guys there. That's us up in 18th place, getting squeezed off by a Red Bull. There was a crash on the inside. Now we're up to P13 somehow. There's cars ghosting. There's a massive crash in the middle sector. That Red Bull is sliding sideways across the circuit. I don't know how he's doing that, defying physics, almost. But we get through cleanly. We only make out 1 position off the first corner, and then we come to the middle sector and we gain like 15 positions. I know that doesn't make sense mathematically, but it happened, alright? I decided to record the clip for my Xbox clips, because that was just absolutely insane. The way that we just slid through that accident and got through unscathed, amazing. And that Red Bull, by the way, what the hell was he doing? But anyway, back to the action now. You can see Junior Fast Boy's got around me, and now that Sauber has rejoined the circuit. Lucky not to be penalised there, because sometimes you can get done by that from the penalty system. But it's P6 now. We've got our teammate Junior Fast Boy right in front of us. I was racing with this guy that day, and we did many races of this, and this guy was, one of the most difficult people to overtake. I'd overtake him at some tracks, and then he'd just re-overtake me straight away again. It was quite frustrating, but good in a sense, because I got a really good battle. But we got up the inside of him there, crucially, in the turns 1 and 2, and now hopefully we can dispatch him. Like, look at that, we pass him, but he's like right on the back of us once again. And I think he's going to go for a lunge. Every single time I overtook him, he would go for another lunge, and it was the most frustrating thing in the world, but we finally dispatched him. I think what was helping him was he was running like low downforce, and so it made overtaking very hard, and he just dive bombs me again in the middle sector. But there we go. I think we've neutralized that threat now, and we can get on with the rest of the Grand Prix. P5 on lap 2. So this has been a great start. Like, clearing all that traffic who crashed in the first lap was absolutely golden for us. Passing this McLaren Honda in a straight line. Like I said, 2017 performance, so that's straight line speed. RIP. Next up, we've got King Lee 01 Hun. That's a nice gamer tag he got there. In the Sawa. Bless him. Poor guy. This isn't going to last too long. Coming through to the third sector now, and you can see we're going purple as well. He just pulls over to the side in a measly effort to defend, but this Ferrari is way too fast in a straight line. We're running with low downforce as well, so that move is pretty easy to perfect. Round the outside, and that is us up onto the podium. Next up is Veloce, Limitless, and Pinecone leading the Grand Prix as well. I believe both of these guys are AOR Split 1 drivers. Well, we know Veloce Limitless is, but that Pinecone guy, I believe there's a Pinecone, someone with that name in AOR Split 1, so got some pretty speedy guys up in front of us, but when we're in the Ferrari, there's not much that they can do to defend against me. So with 2 laps to go, I think this is probably doable. We just have enough time to probably get the job done. The pace difference between the two of us is going to be pretty substantial. I think the biggest challenge for us is actually getting in front of JD. He's going to really get the elbows out and make sure that we don't get past. So we'll have to, I don't know, maybe catch him by surprise, overtake him in an area where he's perhaps not expecting it. We've got the DRS, we're saving a little bit of fuel, we don't have too much to burn, but as soon as we get onto that final lap, I think we'll be running rich pretty much everywhere. So let's see if we can set up this move. You can see JD is really lacking at high speed corners, so let's see if we can make the most of that. I don't believe he's got damage. I assume there's no reason for him to have damage. He's been pretty much at the front of this field for the majority of the Grand Prix, but we could go up the inside there, but it's not quite the opportunity that we're looking for. So we'll see what we can do. Final corner, nice exit. We're going to have DRS on this start-finish straight as well, so let's see if we can make this move stick. He goes to the inside. That's really the only chance he's got to hold on to this position, but we clear him before we even get to the braking zone. He goes late under brakes, can't quite get the move done, and that is us up in a second place now as we head on to the final lap of this Bahrain Grand Prix. Next up is Pinecone. The gap is, I don't know, 2 seconds, maybe a little bit less. He's in the Haas, and that is a car that is even slower than JD, so the potential is still there to win this Grand Prix. We need to absolutely nail this final lap of the Grand Prix. You can see we're purple by 3.5 tenths, so that's exactly what we need on this last lap. Pinecone is making mistake after mistake, and the gap is now essentially nothing, so I think this guy is really panicking here as we head into his triple left-hander. Pinecone's going really slowly, really slow, almost to the point where I think he might be slowing me up intentionally. I'm not too sure. But here we go. DRS, rich mixture. We might even overtake this guy into this next left-hander. The stamp has been sent, and that is the lead of the Grand Prix. We're running side by side now through this third sector. It gives us a little bit of a squeeze. Too much of a squeeze. We're out. Cheers.
What the f does this kid do?
Are you kidding me? Are you actually serious? This kid just did not want to give up by any stretch of the imagination. We had the move pretty much done here, going round the outside, and then he squeezes us off the, well, pretty much just pit maneuvers us there. Had to correct the slide, and that was our day done and dusted. I hope JD manages to grab him as he crosses the line. But there we go, it's P5. That could have been such an awesome race for us. It looks like Limitless had a penalty himself there as well, so it looks like even he doesn't get the win after all that, and our teammate almost got the win after all. So what a crazy final lap of that Bahrain Grand Prix. That was so close to being the perfect race, going from last to first in under 5 laps, and one prick had to spoil it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I mean, it was probably lag. In all honesty, it was probably lag. I don't know. If that is the Pinecone that is in AOR Split 1, I don't think a Split 1 driver would do something like that unless it was lag. But that's it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If there's any other challenge videos you want to see on the channel, let me know. Follow me on Twitter to get involved in plenty of online stuff with me. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, I'll see you next time.
When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you